Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing, checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? Just 2 days away from the big dance, man. The granddaddy of them all. The most meaningful fight in the sport of boxing. The absolute best matchup that the sport of boxing has to offer. Errol the Truth Spence Jr. versus Terence Bud Crawford is what we all been waiting for. And to think that we just 48 hours away, like, that's crazy. Insane, bro. Like, the shit still kind of don't seem real, but it's here and it's real as fuck. You dig what I'm saying? But I wanted to talk about the weigh-in and the importance of there being a ceremonial weigh-in. I believe is going to be around 5 p.m. Central Time, which means that the actual weigh-in is going to be earlier in the day, most likely early in the morning. Just like Devin Haney versus Vasyl Lomachenko. They had their actual weigh-in like 9 a.m. Again, this was in Vegas. Fight gonna be at the same location, T-Mobile Arena. They had their weigh-in around 9 a.m. Central Time. Which means after that weigh-in, you know, they was able to do whatever they needed to do. Had the ceremonial weigh-in just for show, for the people to be able to come and be a part of the festivities, for them to be able to have something to televise and, you know, to put on social media, just to show, to get pictures, face-offs for the fighters, things like that. But at that point, the fighters had already weighed in. Why is this important for Errol Spence and Terence Crawford? Well, remember when I made that video, the truth behind the weight cut for Errol Spence and Terence Crawford? I don't think this weight cut is easy for either of these guys. Even though Terence Crawford is a guy moving up, well, he been at 147 since 2018, right? So he's settled into this division. Make no mistake about it. And he's 35 going on 36. Even though he's a guy that came up in weight, this weight cut not easy for him. You can see him right now, you know, cheekbones showing like that's normal for Terence Crawford making his weight. You know what I'm saying? You see Errol Spence looking good. Both fighters look good as far as like body-wise. We really ain't seen much of Terence Crawford because he been walking around in hoodies and shit, all covered up. Errol Spence been wearing tank tops and shorts and shit, looking, you know, in great shape. But you see in his face, you can tell that he's not naturally at this weight. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that he's losing weight. He's cutting weight. It's normal for boxers, right? And even though I think the last fight for Errol Spence is the last weigh-in and in the ring was the best that I ever seen him physically, you could tell that he made the weight in a very healthy way. I see that same thing happening this time around. I think he's even more comfortable making a weight this time with the nutritionist and the strength and conditioning coach that he goes to. Shout out to Sanders Fit. They've been doing a hell of a job. Even with all that considered, it's still not easy. He even said when he got on the mic at the undercard media workouts, they both had like little interviews. And Errol Spence, he was like, you know, making weight make me more meaner. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy for these guys to make this weight. So why is it important for them to have a ceremonial weigh-in? Well, that means, again, they get the weigh-in first thing Friday morning. It might be between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. First thing Friday morning. You know what that means? That's an extra meal. That's an extra meal. Instead of weighing in like normally, if it wasn't a big fight, if they didn't have a ceremonial weigh-in, the weigh-in probably would be like, and shit, even in big fights, because Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, they didn't necessarily have like a ceremonial weigh-in. They had like an actual weigh-in that was live for people to see. That shit was like what, 1 p.m.? You know what I'm saying? It was like, what was it? Like 1 or 2 p.m.? It was something like that, right? But in this case, you get you an extra meal. You get extra time to rehydrate. So instead of weighing in at 1 or 2 p.m. and only having 2 meals for the day, lunch and dinner, you can weigh in first thing Friday morning and you have breakfast, you have lunch, and you have dinner. You got snacks in between. You can put the weight back on more comfortably and more strategically, and you get to rehydrate throughout the entire day. That's Friday. Then you got the whole Saturday leading up to the fight. Them boys gonna walk in the ring maybe 9:30 p.m. Central Time, maybe 10 o'clock. You got that whole time. Now, of course, on fight night, they probably gonna have dinner, maybe like 7. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. They probably gonna eat dinner like around 7 or something. You know what I'm saying? 7:30. Maybe even like anywhere between 6 and 7:30, them boys gonna eat dinner on fight night. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go in there bloated and heavy and shit, right? But they gonna have all Friday and all Saturday to rehydrate and properly and strategically put that weight back on in the healthiest way possible within that time frame. That's important because I think both of these guys can benefit from that. Me personally, I think Errol Spence benefits more being the naturally bigger guy. No matter what, I think this is Errol Spence last fight at 147. His next fight gonna be at 54. I actually think Terence Crawford is moving up no matter what as well. The way I think this fight gonna go, I doubt it's gonna be a rematch. You dig what I'm saying? But we gonna see. We gonna see. No matter what, I think both guys moving up to 54 after this. You dig what I'm saying? But this is very important. And it's good news. It's good news for the fans. It's good news for the fighters because I think we're going to get two guys they're feeling good. They strong. They feeling healthy. And like I said, for Errol Spence, this really a good thing for him. And this was something that I was anticipating after seeing how the Haney and Lomachenko weigh-in played out. I was like, man, you know what? If I'm Errol Spence, I'm fighting for that. I'm fighting for an early weigh-in on Friday morning, and we can do the ceremonial weigh-in where we just show up for the people, get on the scales. They already got the weight. We just doing it for show. Motherfuckers, by the time they get to the ceremonial weigh-in, motherfuckers feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers feeling good. They done ate, they done hydrated, probably done had 2 meals by then. Feeling good. I think Errol Spence gonna be super strong going into that fight. I think Terence Crawford, he gonna be feeling good too. You dig what I'm saying? And we gonna be in for a treat, man. A great fight. A fantastic fight. Whoever wins this fight is the #1 pound for pound fighter in the sport. These are the two best guys. I'm not gonna debate nobody with it because to me this is not up for debate. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. Whoever wins, whether it's Errol Spence, whether it's Terence Crawford, that's gonna be my #1 pound for pound fighter. This fight right here is for all the marbles in every aspect. In any way that you can think of, everything being on the line, that's what this fight embodies. And y'all stay tuned because on Saturday, we will be going live before and after the fight. So early in the day on Saturday, I'm going to do a live and we just going to chop it up. We going to lay it all on the table. Final thoughts. We just going to talk about everything that led up to the fight. We're going to get everybody's final thoughts on the fight, final predictions. If you changed your pick or whatever it may be. And then we're going to go live after the fight. And that's going to, whoever win, don't matter. Whoever win the fight, we still going live. If my guy win, Errol Spence, you know it's lit. You feel me? It's lit. And y'all better show up. All the naysayers, you motherfuckers better show up. All the buddians. You know what I'm saying? I know the real Terence Crawford fans gonna show up and you know what I'm saying, respect. But the buddians, y'all motherfuckers better show up too and y'all know the rules. All the motherfuckers that was talking crazy, yes, I need y'all to show up. And when you step in my live, you better drop a super chat and pay your dues and pay your respects. And I want you to say, I'm sorry. And if Errol Spence lose, Terence Crawford wins, I'm going to go live like a real motherfucker. I'm going to stand on that. I'm going to give Terence Crawford his flowers, his respect, 100. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to crown that man, #1 pound for pound, the best fighter on the planet. I'm going to say, I'm sorry, bud. I apologize for ever doubting you. I'm sorry. Bud, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Yeah. Oh, we going to be serving crow and humble pie. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. How y'all feel about the weigh-in, ceremonial weigh-in. The actual weigh-in going to be first thing Friday morning. I can't wait, man. This is going to be very eventful this weekend. We going to cover this whole shit from front to back, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Contender regime boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.